All right, we're going to be going with a quick hurry-up offense tonight to get you guys up and loaded. Running a little bit late here in the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio, but we're on track as far as we go because everything's ish. 9-ish. 9:03 is not so bad. 3.5 minutes, we're going live with Shop Talk. Hurry up, grab something cold to drink. It's Sunday night. Yo, what's up? Tony Tello, what's up, buddy? Medford, Mass in the house. Lance Baxter. It's going to be a rough night. Lance Baxter. Dude, Chopper Town is so badass. People from all over the world coming in. Missouri's in the house. Awesome. Chris Simmons, what's up? Good to see all you guys. It's, okay. So, Jamie Roberts, hello from Bucyrus, Missouri, where the men are men and the cows are afraid. I'm going to leave that one alone. We're 30 seconds out. Getting ready to go live with this week's installment of Shop Talk. Great show coming up, so let's get this one out of the station, up on the tracks. Let's go live with Shop Talk. Here we go. Okay, I suppose that's enough. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Chris with Cycle Source Magazine. I'm going to be your host for the next 60, 90 to 120 minutes of all the bullshit we can fit. Welcome to Shop Talk. Chopper jockeys, scooter tramps all across the land. Yeah, I forgot my usual saying. I'm just feeling out of sorts, man. And anyone who's close to our family, near and dear, we're going to get this right out of the way. Let me bring the crew in real quick, and we're going to talk about the heavy news tonight because, man, we had a scare over the last 24 hours.
Holy cow.
One of our own, right?
Yeah, it was
heavy.
Sorry about that,
it was
Mark.
super heavy.
Nobody wants to hear what I have to say anyway.
I do, buddy. I do.
Oh, okay.
I care. I care, Mark.
Well, in about 20 minutes, we're probably going to talk about something where you're going to tell me that I didn't care. So,
Yeah, so not to make light of a heavy situation, like I started off saying, one of our own was involved in a serious motorcycle accident. Mr. Bill Dodge down in Florida. Anybody who's kept up with this, there was some questions as to the severity of his injuries. Right off the bat, we didn't know one way or another for sure, but tonight we know for sure that Bill has sustained many fractures in his spine. He has a pretty substantial shoulder injury that they're going to have to do some reconstruction surgery on. Broken bones in the orbit of his face and other complications that are probably going to take a very long time to recover from. His brother Ray Lanes got on the ball today and put the recovery fund together. We have a link up in the show chat box. You guys can also get that through CycleSource, through all our social media. But it looks like it's going really well. We just got this thing up and posted maybe 2 hours ago. It's already up to $3,300, but I want you to consider the fact that it's probably going to be a good year, I would imagine, coming back out of this. And for a man that works with his hands, who is directly involved in
works nonstop, by the way,
and involved with every single dime that comes into his shop, this is the kind of thing that can take you out. So we're going to do everything that we can. Please pass this along. If you have $1, if you have $5, whatever you have to get into this fund, once Bill gets out of the hospital and starts on the road to recovery, it's going to be a long, hard road. And, whatever we can help out with as far as, bills around the shop, bills around the house, there's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah, even, I'm hoping we can get some extra hands, just to keep that going for him. If you can skip a few Starbucks, maybe a couple lunches this week, I know he would do it for any one of us.
Absolutely. And if nothing else, man, I mean, if you don't have the extra dollar, send a prayer out there. Make sure you share this stuff. Get everybody praying for him so that he comes through this thing.
And we have found out that the group that we are all with, apparently when prayers go out, shit gets answered.
Yeah, buddy.
Clinton is my new prayer guy. So if anybody has any issues, just send Clinton a message and he'll pray for you. So he's definitely the prayer guy.
Yeah, after we get through this, I want to talk to you guys about praying for me to hit the lottery, because it worked so well last night. We went
Christopher.
from. I'm just saying that they have a connection, man, because it started out when the first phone calls started going out. It really was like I don't even want to go there, but subsequently, it moved along pretty fast to us finally getting news that Bill was up and and talking, and he obviously going to have a really hard road, but he's with us, and that's
that's the most important.
Yeah.
And from what we're gathering here, and it was a hit and run also. So
yeah, the guy split the scene, and
it's all on him at this point. So don't be shy.
Man, I rue the day that any one of us gets our hands on that man that was in that vehicle.
Yeah, and it's something with Florida and hit and runs, because mine was a hit and run also. We never did get that. So it's something about that state and hit and runs.
Just, there it is up on the screen. But like I said, Heather's put the link up. You can go to GoFundMe.com, search for Bill Dodge Recovery Love Fund. We're going to keep posting this on everything, so you'll not be
if you
short.
Can't find it in the comments, it's on the CycleSource homepage, it's on my homepage, it's on Chris's homepage. It's pretty much everywhere. If you can't find it, then you're looking with your eyes closed. So
hey, man, welcome to Sunday night. This is how we like to spend it here at CycleSource Magazine. Little program that we do called ShopTalk. We go through some news, some entertainment, talk a lot of shit, have a guest or two on. It's a great thing that we do here. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're obviously coming live from street level, which is a new thing for us. We used to always come 50 floors below street level.
I
But
haven't
no.
walked up and down steps in like months.
I know, right? There's one step. You have to step up into the van.
It's a big step.
It's a big step,
And then-
though.
But we're street level, the courtesy of Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio that we're coming to you live in. And with that, we're going to turn to Blondie. What's going on in social media today?
Oh my goodness, let's see. Right now, everybody's sending prayer and love out to Bill, which, you know, is more than appreciated. And we know obviously works because he's still here with us. Mark, Ray likes your hat.
I like my
Chris
hat
Simmons will pull it together for
Wait,
Bill.
let's go over to the hat. Bill,
It's helmet division.
Bill
Of
would be
course
so
that
proud.
This is
outfits
nothing
and
but the
hat.
best. Right? I'm way supporting Bling right now.
Yep.
I got Renee and Roy. I'm kicking with the hat, and then Bill, of course, which I always wear a Bill shirt. But I got to say, Renee sent my helmet back. I actually through this crap, I got to talk to a few people that we only get to see in events. So through the bad, it was really nice to talk to
Yeah,
Randy
absolutely.
and Spacey and Renee, who I never get to talk to. But Renee sent me my helmet back. Dude, if you have any helmet issues interior-wise, hit Renee up. That dude knocks it out of the park, hands down. I can't thank him enough. And he can use it because they just had a baby, so, you know, he can use everything he
I
gets at
know.
this
He's a
point.
daddy. How awesome is
I
that?
know.
A daddy
It's a
again.
little scary.
I know. It is
A little
scary. It is
but-
scary.
But it's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
Think about
Yeah.
what you're saying there. He's responsible for human life.
Well, no, he has. Renee has, I think, 3 older,
This
beautiful
one's in his...
daughters.
Yeah, I know, but now you know Renee.
Right?
Now he's a new
Oh,
dad.
boy.
Like,
Oh,
Dude.
Jesus.
Boy, no love Renee.
So,
He's
listen, I
fantastic.
wanna
so we
say-
have people from Brazil and Argentina and New Zealand here tonight. Poppy's in the house.
Lance Baxter is asking, is there an address for Get Well cards? This is what we're going to do, man. As we get updates about Bill and everything that's going on, you know, obviously we don't want to overwhelm his situation or his family or anything right now. So as we get the stuff, we'll post as much as is for public consumption. When we get a hold of
Yes.
it, we'll post it on our social media and let you guys, anything that we can pass along. But man, just the support and putting this stuff up there, you know, the biggest thing, not to just keep pounding this drum, but he's going to be facing a long road to recovery. So the biggest thing is just get that GoFundMe up on your site. Get that up and let's raise money for this cat and his family so he doesn't have to worry about, you know, the bullshit while he's trying to put himself back
Yeah,
together.
again, Bill's a one-man show, so, you know, I'm sure
You know,
every
and
little bit will count.
if people do want to send Get Well cards or anything like that, if you want to send them here to CycleSource HQ, I will forward them on until we get the okay to put an address out there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, man. So, you know, I wanna say something real quick in the social media feed there. I saw somebody saying, Blair Watson says, "You guys are rulers. Thanks for what you do." And as much as I'm flattered by you saying that, we're not rulers. We're people here who have been lucky enough that motorcycling one time or another has changed our lives. We've met our families, my wife, you know, his girlfriend, all through our life with the motorcycle. We've met the best people, gone to the best places. We're lucky to do this stuff, but this is what it takes. You know, for any of you new guys that are out there that, like, you know, think that when you bought your motorcycle and you know, got that old vintage denim vest and shit like that, that's what motorcycling's about. There's a code of ethics and how you conduct yourself here that each one of us takes very seriously, and it's like our coat of arms in all of this. It's what we're about, and it starts and ends with taking care of each other. Coming from a time where, you know, motorcycle people were considered the dregs of society, we were all we had.
Yeah.
You know, so we all take that pretty seriously today still.
Yeah,
So
and I kid around that I'm not going to be around. I have some stuff. My father's getting old, but this is my life, so I can't retire from it, first off. And second off, I don't know about you, but I am a ruler, so, you know, I mean, thank you. I appreciate it.
He's the ruler of the 3 a.m. trips to the
Something-
fridge.
Oh, dude, I'm so good at that. I got that mastered. I don't even trip over the cat no more.
oh my God, you
I had to run with it, you know.
You kind of are a ruler. You really are. Here's that one's for you. Oh my God. So anyway, man, back to the fact that we're coming to you live like we do every Sunday, 9 p.m. ish Eastern Standard Time from the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. We do
Two weeks in a row
ShopTalk.
on time.
I know, right? It's
Something
pretty
going on.
bitchin'.
You know what it is? It's not going down them 50 freaking flights of steps.
Mark the ruler. So, yeah, listen, man, the one thing I want to tell you guys about is you can see, this way, in the chat box over there, we don't want you to just sit here and listen to us. This is a show that outlines what's going on right now in our community, in our industry, in and around the motorcycle world. So participate. Throw up your comments. Tell us what 6-inch ruler. Is there something you want to tell me? Steve Burrows says 6-inch ruler.
Where were you hiding?
I don't
I
know.
want to know where he's hiding.
I want to know
Six.
how he got
See,
that double-ended ruler.
I was going to say, how do you get 6 out of that? You shut up, Dana.
Oh man, it's going to be a good show. So, yeah, participate. Throw your comments up, and it looks like we're going to have to belay the news for right now because we have our special guest that's coming in this evening.
Ooh,
Yes.
I love this guest tonight.
Hang on, go ahead. You talk about what's going on because we have to keep it in undercover terms, right?
I don't know. We're
Let's
gonna
just
have
do
to
it anyway
ask if
because it
it's
sounds more
undercover or not.
important.
Anyway, we have Round the World Doug Wolski joining us here from the wild Midwest. Is that considered the Midwest?
Yeah, what the hell wrong with it?
We might have Doug.
We might have Doug. Anyway,
Doug's
he's
in
going to
black
be
screen.
coming to us from the Musketball Run.
Doug, turn your camera on. Damn it.
If you
So there's a whole bunch of guys who love the motorcycle cannonball and antique motorcycles, and they love riding them. And we're just heartbroken when they heard that the Cannonball 2020 could not take place. So there's a little underground baby cannonball, aka the Musketball. Get it? Okay, like crickets over here, literally crickets.
Well,
there is actually. We actually have crickets right outside.
Heather, only
Yes.
you can stop the crickets.
Shut up.
All
You're
right.
mean.
So Doug is stuck or something.
Oh, is he so undercover that he doesn't have service?
It's
I don't
really
know.
dark there. You can his pictures there. It's
Wait.
just really dark.
Ask to start video.
Anyway, while he's doing that, let's go back to some social media. Let's see, we have another. Eduardo is in from Brazil. Blair Watson just did 1,700 miles in 3.5 days on my Springer. Absolutely epic. Where did you go, Blair? That's awesome. Good for you. I'm jealous. David Zeke, yeah, we're going to get to that little bit of news after we talk to Doug.
Okay, wait a
Vincent
minute.
Hannibal.
Doug,
Nope.
Doug, if you can hear us, your microphone's not on here.
He just put his earphones on.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, how about
Technical difficulties.
Doug, you
There's
got us?
Doug.
No microphone.
I see Doug.
No microphone, Doug. Heather,
Yes.
give Doug the signal for no microphone. Can't.
What is the signal for no
Are you
microphone?
kidding?
What is
Here.
the
Doug, we can't hear you.
Hello, Doug.
Oh my goodness.
It was all going so good.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is a circus.
It's all good on my end.
Circus.
This is all Doug.
All right, so
Okay.
Blair rode through the Canadian Rockies. Chris Summer Simmons misses hanging with all the cannonball guys. Yeah, the cannonball was supposed to be happening right now.
Doug Wolski connected the audio.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hey, now we lost the other half.
Just
My microphone is unmuted.
There you go. Now we have video and audio. We are
How about
professionals tonight.
Hallelujah.
I'm a high-tech redneck. now I have no video.
Oh, we can see you.
We can see you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you
Hang on.
turned your phone sideways.
I don't know. This is
There we go.
There you
Don't
go.
touch it, Doug. It's perfect.
Do
You're
not
perfect.
move.
You look fantastic.
I
look
feel
stunning.
fantastic. So, Chris, did you really eat a bra and have to get your stomach cut open or something?
It was actually Mr. Smalls.
That's the rumor on TikTok.
Here's the thing about
TikTok.
it. Here's
What is TikTok?
I had tried my best, Doug, being a father figure for our dogs. I tried my best to pre-tenderize it for him the way a mother bird does. So I chewed on it for a good while first, and he still couldn't manage to pass it on his own. So.
Well, apparently you didn't get all the flavor out of it.
And dude, it was not just a bra. It was a bra, a piece of a Kong toy, a piece of rope, and some hard object that we still don't know what it was. 3 different blockages in that dog.
Oh,
You need
damn.
to show them a picture of Mr. Smalls, honey.
Oh,
Smalls has got a large
Is
appetite.
he still wearing the cone of shame?
no,
I wish
he's
I had a video because I have no clue what my camera is pointing at.
It's right at you
now
right
it's
now.
pointing at
Looks
you.
great.
Well, we don't want that. We want the other thing, the motorcycle.
There you
yes,
go.
we do,
Oh, there we go. Is that Tom Banks?
Mr. Banks.
Yes, it is Tom Banks. Tom Banks, say hello. You're on live TV, the Cycle Source.
Down a little bit, Doug.
Oh.
There you go. Look
So
at
Tom's
that.
working on his 1912 Harley.
But at Tom Banks, he
Doug
doesn't let no
bumped a little
grass
bit.
grow under his feet.
Yeah, I thought it was smoking a bit.
So Tom Banks is a Pittsburgh boy. He and his brother actually came up with one of the greatest shop products ever, the Banks lift.
Yeah,
if
boy,
you're
that-
not
that
familiar
thing
with
saved
it,
some
you
backs.
should be.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have their commercial on here in a little bit. Chris says, "Did Tom have a flat today, Doug?"
No, he did not have a flat. Well, it had a miss.
Well, let's
And,
let's start with a little bit of history while you're showing us some of these beautiful machines.
This is Tom.
Oh.
Tom was here.
Oh.
That's not good because that thing doesn't hold a lot of fork oil,
Tom
right?
was trying to clean that up, man. Here.
Tom, that's a bad sign because those things don't hold a lot of fork oil to begin with.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, his fork oil leaked out.
Oh my God!
So Doug, where are you? Wow, where are you?
There's
Because I should be there right now.
I am in. Yeah, you should be. You were invited.
yeah.
I
Well,
know.
You
We're
were
gonna
one of
try-
the
we're
few
trying.
people invited.
We are trying.
and I'm super bummed. We're hoping that we're gonna make it there just in time for one of the last
And
days.
Chris, this is all tuned up. I brought it so you could ride it. You're
Are
not
you?
here.
You're busting my balls. Listen, I'll leave tomorrow in a rental car for a chance to
We
ride a
will be there
motorcycle like that.
tomorrow.
I will leave in a rental car.
Well, if you show up, you can ride this one.
Oh.
It's a 1935 BL. I picked it up in Colorado. It runs great.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Oh, that's
I don't care about the back, the doctor, the dog. To hell with it all.
Oh, they brought you a chair too. Look, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to need the chair as much as I'm going to need some Percocet. Okay.
so. Tell us about this musketball.
Well, the Cannonball got postponed a year, and we weren't happy about it. So some of us got together and said, hey, let's do 4 days of riding antique motorcycles in the Ozark Mountains. So there's about 35 of us with old bikes here. Mostly Indians and Harleys. There's some Nortons. There's a couple of Triumphs. There's Kelly's Excelsior back there in the corner. There's another Chris Tribby's Excelsior. I think it's a 1911.
Wow.
And we have a 1911 Harley here, a 1912, and then they go up from there. The official cutoff's 1930, but a couple guys brought something from the 30s. So, and Tom brought his 41 in case because he hasn't really put any miles on the 12 yet. So if it
If
it doesn't do real good, at least he can ride. I mean, he'll be on a modern bike. We'll make fun of him.
I love that he said it's a 41 as a modern bike.
Well, it's got that newfangled recirculating oil system.
Yeah.
So what it does is it takes the oil, the fresh oil from your tank, It runs it through the motor, gets it all dirty, and then puts it back in the tank.
It's a thought that counts.
The old ones, it just pisses the oil out, and so you get fresh new oil. It's a much better system.
Was that Joe Sparrow?
Yeah, Joe Sparrow, say hi.
My man.
Christopher, we have to go.
That's one. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm on my way. One way or the other.
Can we just load up the car? We can take the car and just come back.
Yeah, come on down.
I gotta be there.
I'm
I gotta be there. We were actually just gonna stay in Sturgis so that we could pop down from Sturgis, but man, what a series of events that we've been through to try to stay on
I
track.
understand. This one's really neat. This is a 1920 Harley sidecar rig.
Wow.
Pretty much all original.
Can we see the other side of that? Is that one of the ones that the sidecar wheel actually leans with the bike, or?
No, that's a Flexi.
Flexi, yeah.
This one,
Okay.
yeah, here we go. There's a little door hinge. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not going to hit it. It's not mine. So, anyhow, it's got a door, but it doesn't work.
Now, Doug, how many people made the trip to Arkansas?
I think we got about 35 bikes.
Wow,
That's impressive.
amazing for something put together last minute and kind of on the down low. That's outstanding.
Yeah, I just, there's really no organization here, but invites were sent out. And I was like, we were talking, Terry, who's way over yonder, this is his place. And there's an RV park right next door, so a lot of the bikes and the people are over there in the campground. But yeah, we just wanted to keep it, about 30 bikes so it was manageable, because we don't know what the hell we're doing.
So what's the plan going to be? Like, how is this going to go down? Because normally for the Cannonball, there's a nationwide route, right?
Right. This is just kind of like a clover leaf. It's just 4 daily routes that end up right back here. So you don't have to move every day. Your stuff's at the same place.
Huh.
It's in that aspect, it's a lot easier. And we're going to have, a sweep truck in that somebody breaks down. They're not going to be stuck alongside the road.
Is that why Cole's there?
The Grim
he's
Sweeper.
actually brought a bike to ride. Cole, say hi.
Hi, Cole. So Cole's not the
Cycle
Grim
Sword.
Sweeper for this trip?
No, he's actually, I'll show you his bike. He's got a really, really cool bike. So it's a 1929 Harley JD. And it was all customized way back in the day with all kinds of period accessories and doodads and what. Yeah,
cool.
It's really neat.
So who's playing the role of Grim Sweeper?
We're not really sure yet. We may just take turns.
Damn it.
We'll be on TV. I'll make you famous. No? Okay. Carrie's wife doesn't want to be on TV. Go ahead, make her famous.
What a beautiful shot.
Is this his
Kurt
private shop?
practicing his repair skills. Did you figure out the float? It's on there. Cycle sport. Okay, hey.
What's up, buddy?
Just says hi.
I haven't been able to see Kurt as much as usual this year because of COVID.
Rob Nussbaum
Yeah,
says,
especially now that 260,000 people have died from it.
Oh, right? Just from Sturgis.
And that was I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but the week before it was 260. And then the media says, hey, let's add 3 zeros to it. And everybody fucking shared it like it was the truth.
right?
Like, come on. Anyhow.
It sounds like Banks has got some fire.
Say hi, Polly.
Hi,
That's
Paulie.
Y'all
Hi,
know Polly. Heather and Chris say hi. She'll be one of our staff riders helping people if they break down.
Right on.
Nice. Please tell me you have somebody there taking pictures.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Doug.
we've all been taking pictures.
Good.
I have. Cole has. I don't know who else has.
Good. And listen, honestly, from the whole motorcycle community, we want to give you guys super, super kudos because getting out there and doing shit regardless, not letting this year totally kick our ass. We're super proud of you guys for all of this.
Well, nothing to be proud about. I was just,
Nah.
tired not. I've been on the bike since July, but still, I wanted, that was a modern bike out in the mountains. I wanted to play on my old bike in the mountains.
Yeah, so Heather, the truth is, Doug turned around after, 8 months on the motorcycle and said, "Where the hell did everybody go? Where is everybody?"
Right?
What's going
But
on
no,
right
there
now?
is something to be proud of, because in a time where the world has pretty much canceled everything,
Yeah.
and people are just trying to instill fear and fear and fear and fear, you're like, you know what? Screw
go
it.
for a ride.
We're all passionate about this thing. Let's go for a ride. So you do. I think that's awesome. And I think everybody that showed up there deserves.
Look, Heather, he's trying to kill me.
Yeah, he just keeps showing that.
Look
bike.
at it, Chris.
You're
Oh,
you're feeding the fire.
It is there just for you, Christopher.
I want to ride that
Yeah.
bike so bad.
Starts one kick.
Oh.
You just never know which one.
Yeah, right.
No, actually, it's every time since Cole and I tuned this thing up, it's a one-kick bike. It
Wow.
runs so good. And it's almost quasi-legal. We put a Kansas dealer tag on the back.
Ooh, it's a
Because
thought
I
that
haven't
counts.
had it home yet. So, yeah, it's ready.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were out fishing in the mountains of Colorado, and you came back with 2 motorcycles pretty much, and that was one of them.
No, this was one of
okay.
them. The Panhead and this
Just the Panhead.
FXRP. And then I also filled up a van and trailer twice full of parts from an old shop that closed down.
I know
But
Roadside
I found
Marty's,
that stuff after I bought this.
Roadside Marty's
Okay.
probably dying looking at that FXRP.
So, but a Panhead and FXRP while he's out fishing, he was legitimately
I was in a
fishing.
little town of 200 people and started talking to some guy who was asking me about the sidecar rig I was on. And he says, a friend of mine's got an older Harley here in the garage, and I think it's for sale. You want to look at it? I'm like, yeah, okay. So we go in there, and he pulled a dusty blanket off the FXR, and it had been sitting there for 10 years. And I rebuilt the car and put a battery in it. It runs great.
He didn't tell you what he was fishing for. He just said he was fishing.
Oh, I'm always fishing
Right?
for bikes. Even if I got a fly rod in my hand, I'm still fishing for bikes. I'll talk to anybody and say, hey, you got any old motorcycle?
Look at that.
This is another one of Kelly's bikes. I think this is a 27. I'd have to ask him to make sure. I think it's a 27. I hope I'm holding the camera right. 'Cause I'm just
Yeah.
totally
No,
Yeah,
that's
looks great.
perfect.
Okay.
Is that Kelly Maudlin from Twisted Oz?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Look at him go, baby.
Is it gonna go?
Sounds like it.
Everybody's like the hush falls over the crowd.
Okay, while they're doing that, we got to take care of some business here real quick and answer a question on social media. Rob Nussbaum, can Chris ride a foot clutch?
Chris who?
Are you serious? What kind of question is that? That's like saying, is Chris wearing a skirt tonight? Which should be obvious also.
well, yeah.
Well, I actually didn't know because I don't know if I've ever seen you ride a foot clutch bike. So, but I was like, well, hell, it's a good time to learn.
Yep.
Wait, I think you only own one bike that isn't a foot clutch.
But this is a different kind of foot
Well,
clutch.
yeah, no, but
this
still.
This is toe to go.
Yeah, it's completely backwards from a suicide or an Indian.
Yeah, it's not something I've spent a ton of time on, but I've successfully navigated the perils of it.
Oh, yeah, you can figure it out.
Right on.
They came out with that. They invented that hand clutch and foot shifter because girls wanted to ride.
Right.
I'm gonna get some hate out of that one.
No
I'm
shit.
just kidding, girls. I'm just kidding, girls.
And Chris Simmons was just saying how nice you were doing here tonight. What a good job, and you just shot that right in the ass.
Yeah, I killed it. I ruined it.
Well, Doug got to keep it
Damn
real,
it.
So where's if that's where Tom is? Where's George?
Yeah,
He
where's
didn't
G-Man?
make it.
No,
He had to work.
No.
oh,
Yeah.
he's
Yep.
got to be super bummed.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Oh.
Look at that garage.
So
Now
if there's anything you want
now
to
I
look
know-
at up close, let me know. Like I said, they're not all the bikes aren't here today. 'Cause a lot of guys are staying at the RV park, and they rode them back over there. It's like a quarter mile away or something. Pretty close.
I don't know what this means, but Rob Nussbaum says, "Pound me too, Doug."
Oh boy. Live on ShopTalk.
Oh, that's not
Christopher,
pound
that's
anymore.
not
That's
what he said.
that's hashtag. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
And I am not a sexist kind of guy. I like I like women that go out and do stuff and are motivated and accomplish things. But when they came out, to me, the hashtag has always been a pound sign.
Right.
And when they came out with the hashtag Me Too thing, and so I'm judgmental. I'm looking at them like, yeah, I would. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would.
yeah,
No,
right.
I wouldn't.
Right.
So I'm looking at the girls posting it.
Right
I'm like,
swipe,
yeah.
right swipe, left swipe.
Yeah.
That's how Facebook got started. You guys are bad.
Oh, that's good shit though.
Yeah, so we had questions about
Christopher,
who's
this is where you say CycleSource does not
Cy-
endorse the statements.
CycleSource
made by
magazine
its
does
guests.
neither
Oh,
endorse
yeah,
nor
yeah.
refute the claims
All
made by their
statements
guests.
are made on my own without any linking or anything to any other entity.
Well, I've never once went to a deli and asked for a hashtag of lunch meat. You know what I mean? So I go with the pound.
Source one, move the camera. Okay, so guys are asking us, where's this shop? Beautiful shop. This is actually, if you missed the intro to this segment, Doug is at what will be the beginning tomorrow, right, Doug?
Yeah, we start riding tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the beginning of the Musketball, which is an undercover rogue version of the Cannonball for guys who didn't want to let a year go by since the Cannonball
Yeah.
was
Here's
postponed.
our banners we made. Arkansas Musketball. See, notice the guy's got his mask on. And it's like the Cannonball, only smaller. So this is my banner, and I've had everybody sign it.
What kind of miles
That's
a day are
awesome.
you gonna try and pull?
What's that?
How many miles per day are you gonna try and ride?
The shortest one is just over 100 because there's we got a ferry crossing and some other things that may screw up the schedule. And the longest day is 180.
Oh,
And it's all little bitty 2-lane roads. There may or may not be some non-pavement involved. I'm completely mum on that. We'll find out.
That's awesome. Though. Now, is Tom on the only
Single?
is single?
No. He's got his 12. This is a 1911 Excelsior. It belongs to Chris Tribby, who rode it in the last Cannonball. And then Dave Courier, who also rode in the last Cannonball on a newer bike, is on a 1911 Harley.
Wow.
So it's even more primitive than the 12. It has no clutch in the back wheel. Tom's has a clutch inside the back wheel. And they came out with that in 12. I've got a 12 also, but it's not finished yet. But in 11, all it had was a belt tensioner. So you had to pedal it to get it going. And then this lever here adjusts the tension on the belt, and then it locks in place with these little teeth. You push down on the button there, and you can lock it in place. But it takes a lot of pedaling to help it, get it going from a stop and going up a hill.
Oh, the hills must be brutal. Holy cow.
So Dennis
Yeah,
Mason, Dennis Mason from YouTube is asking for a closer look at the bike Chris would have rode, and I'm not willing to completely rule myself out of this yet. Like, I've been known to pull
Well,
an
you know,
all-nighter.
Chris, there's plenty of people that are volunteering to take
I
your
know,
place.
bastards,
Poppy being one of them.
all of them
Take your place doing what?
riding that
Riding
motorcycle.
that motorcycle.
They're all putting
Oh.
comments
Beautiful
up. They're all putting comments up. I'll step in.
That is a beautiful motorcycle.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it. I've been wanting one, a VL, for a while, and I made Cole sell me this one. When I got up there to his place, he had a dozen VLs, and I said, "It's not fair. You got to sell me one." So he sold me this one.
He's such
And
a
actually,
he's
I
such
like
a nice
it.
guy.
It's not shiny. It's perfect for me.
Well,
That's
that's what
all
I
I
like
wanna do
about
is-
it.
Check this out. Somebody made These are wood. Somebody hand carved those out of wood.
Go down a little
This
bit.
here is all hand
The pedals.
hammered out. Yeah, the pedal is all got wood in it instead of rubber. And, yeah, it's a neat bike. I really like it. I enjoy riding it.
Yeah, man.
That is
This
beautiful.
is a 35 BLD, which is a sports solo. So it's got a little bit hotter cams and stuff in it than the regular BL. And it'll go down the road
Let's take a look at the pan,
60,
too.
70 miles an hour.
That was in this same deal.
Look at that.
Well, after and a lady owned both of these bikes that I picked up in Colorado. So she bought the FXRP new because she was friends with the sheriff up there, and he was able to buy police bikes. So she bought that new through his contacts or whatever. She had this one since the 80s. She was in her 70s and just got where she couldn't really ride them anymore. But yeah, this one also just needed a carb cleaning and a battery and a rear brake line. The brake line just got juice brakes, and the rear brake line had kind of collapsed just from sitting for so long.
I hate to say something like this in front of my wife, but I'd have taken Grandma for a ride if it got me on
right.
that pan. Boy. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, luckily that wasn't part of the negotiation. But, I'm not saying I would have, or I'm not saying I wouldn't have. But
Well, you were fishing, so
yep.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, we
how easily we get off track.
and there's
My
Fly
goodness.
rod. I was fishing with a fly rod, not short pole.
was
I
that
love that
was that a
motorcycle.
coil that just shot across the floor?
It's just a coil. They just fall out of the sky here. There you go.
There's one of my top 10 favorite bikes
Oh,
on
yeah.
the planet.
Most definitely.
The Bumblebee.
That has always been one of my favorite motorcycles.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love that motorcycle.
Thanks. Yeah, I do too.
Heather, Greg White, Gus is pointing out that notice Heather didn't object.
Hey, if you got to bring home that pan, I probably wouldn't have objected
Hello.
either. Just
And
saying.
that's why I married her right there, buddy.
Uh-oh.
She's
Well,
got
that
a
pan's running.
nice.
That was carburetor fixed.
I love you
Screw was
guys.
in upside down. I don't know how it made it down here.
I love you guys.
Were they riding upside down?
Well, it came in
What's
from
that?
Australia.
Were they? Oh, yeah. Was it for either they were in from Australia or they were riding the bike upside down? One or the other.
Well, I'd have to show you, but it had a rubber ducky float, but somebody didn't put the nut on correctly, and they just had the stud pressed into the float. It wasn't nutted on the other side, so I don't know how it worked as good as it did. But he rode it down here from Illinois yesterday. So.
Was doing something right.
Right on.
That is
Ooh.
a
This
beautiful
one,
shot.
Ooh.
This one Terry just picked up. It's a 1933, which is one of my favorite paint schemes on the gas tank.
That is beautiful. It's almost too shiny, though.
Yeah, that's why I like the one I got. If I got this thing, I'd cry if I got a scratch in it. The one that I got,
Right?
I can take
But
it off
I
road
love
and I don't care.
So Doug,
I love that paint scheme.
Judy Duggan
do
is
too.
is asking from Facebook, does everyone pitch in to work on the bikes?
For the most part, yeah, because some people are better mechanics than others, and some are good. Some guys are better at carburetors. Some guys are good at ignitions or magnetos. In the Cannonball, when we're in the parking lot at night, we're there, helping each other out or whatever. Most people want everybody to do good. I mean, it's more of a,
Yeah.
camaraderie and fun thing. I mean, there's some people that are very competitive and want to win, and I understand that, but I'm not really one of them. I just, just want to ride along and have fun.
No, and you know
This
what?
one, I think this one's a 1916. This belongs to Rowdy from New Mexico. Rowdy and Ryan came up from New Mexico. I think they're the farthest ones that came for this.
Wow.
So awesome.
That's so great.
Wow, look,
That's
and
so great.
they got musketball plates. I didn't know you guys were doing that, or did they just do
Oh
it?
man, actually Tom Banks took care of that and got all the plates made.
That's
he got
awesome.
a plate made for his and posted it online. And everybody's like, I want one, I want one. So he just had them all made for him.
That's so cool. Tom's such a badass.
Tom's awesome. We love Tom. And actually, we're super excited. I think the week after Musketball, we're going to get back to Tom's show where he hosts the Cyber Swap with us.
Yep.
He's such a great guy.
And
G-Man.
I really think you need to give him a 2-minute delay on being able to buy anything. It's just every time I see something, I'm like typing, I want that. Tom's like,
sold.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm like, it's kind of aggravating.
So we'll give Tom a 2-minute delay.
Yeah.
Or you need to give Doug the insight.
Tom? They're going to give you a 2-minute delay on the swap channel. So you can't, I get a chance to buy stuff. How you like that? What? Yeah, you're on a 2-minute delay. He's already got all the good stuff.
Hey, Doug, can you ask Tom if he has White Cat with him in his nice new rig?
If he has what?
White Cat.
Ask him did he bring White Cat with him in his new rig?
Did you bring White Cat with you? No, White Cat. No.
Oh.
We got a lot of dogs
White
here,
Cat.
though. I think 4 or 5 dogs are here, and they're all getting along and playing and having fun. So that's good.
Well, cool. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, if you come out, bring the dogs.
We will for sure. But hopefully we'll be.
You will for sure. What? You will come out, or if you come out, you bring the dog.
No, listen. As soon as tomorrow morning, I'm waiting for a part for the Sprinter. I'm gonna see the doctor one more time and pack this truck. So.
Oh, and Smalls has to have his staples out.
Yeah. So. We just have a couple things.
Oh, I got a pair of wire cutters.
Me too.
Yeah, I can get them out for him.
Hey, did anybody else catch that?
You hold him, and I'll snip him.
The way Doug said that was like, oh, I got a helmet.
You damn right. My mom tried to throw it out. I got it out of the trash.
Oh, I got a helmet.
Look at that. Man, there's just so many beautiful bikes. They're all beautiful. Like, there's no one that's better than the other. They're all amazing.
I don't know about that.
Well, yes, stop it.
Oh, hopefully you guys are gonna be posting a bunch of stuff on social media and stuff until we do get there. But man, it sure is. This is gonna be a historic happening. It's so cool that you're doing this.
Yeah.
What, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on Second Course Live.
On ShopTalk. What's up, baby?
Oh, you didn't know that? I've been walking around, talking, holding the phone. That's why I wrote Tom is here in your oil. You bitched at me about it, but I did it anyhow.
Did he clean up all that fork oil?
Yeah, well, it's still stained a bit.
Oh, that bike is beautiful. They really did a nice job with that, man.
Yeah, I can't wait till mine's done. I don't want to cannonball it. I just want to ride it around town.
Don't be a dumbass like me and broke himself into something.
Yeah, I look at the cannonball as being pleasurable.
It's not pleasurable and single.
That's like dating I don't know.
Don't say it. You're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. I better just shut up.
Don't say stripper, because we've all done it.
Don't say it.
I'd rather date something a little bit more comfy than something long in the tooth like that.
Nice save.
Don't say stripper either. Hey, it'll be great. She's always got cash. I get to hang out in the bar.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there. Yeah, it's been years ago.
It never works out.
Go out for dinner at Waffle House or breakfast at Waffle House and pay with a stack of $1 bills. Yeah, they know where you've been.
Yeah,
they know who you're with. It's my girlfriend Mercedes.
So, hey, Doug.
My girlfriend Mercedes.
All right, gentlemen. Hey, Mike Podger from PEI wants to know if there's any sort of competition.
You mean with the stripper or with the musketball?
With musketball, Mark.
Actually, I did dig out some trophies, some old trophies from that shop I dug through. and I'm gonna give out trophies at the end. But it's gonna be like the Exxon Valdez trophy for the biggest oil leaker,
Nice.
and you know,
That's awesome.
the Hammer trophy for the best roadside repair. You know, stuff like that. Nothing. I mean, nobody's gonna go home and say I won the musketball. Everybody's gonna get a participation trophy, and there you go.
Participation
Thanks to you
trophies.
guys.
That's what's
If
wrong
you
with
want,
this
you
world
can
today,
show a
Doug.
picture of it.
Do we have a picture of it loaded, Heather? No.
I don't have one loaded, but it's on the Drobo.
Okay, I'll try to pull it up while we're talking here.
So, but yeah, Chris, I think we just need to do an undercover bell bottoms and bedrolls like this. I mean,
Right?
it's just too much fun not to. Like, seriously, 70s choppers, pick a spot. Let's just do it.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how.
I haven't ridden my panhead chopper I did the around the world trip on. It's been sitting in my showroom, display room, museum / whatever for several years now. I need to get that thing back out and ride it again.
Here's the official 2020 Arkansas Musketball Participation Award.
Yep, everybody gets one.
Oh, man, right on. Well, listen, dude, I appreciate you being here with us tonight and showing us all the great bikes, and we wish everybody the best of luck. We hope you guys have a ton of fun. And
We hope everybody's safe, has a
Yes.
blast.
Yeah, me too. Thanks again. Thanks for having me
And
on.
hopefully we'll see you in a day or two.
Yes.
Well, let me know. I'll send you the address of
I'll
where
tell
to show up at and all that stuff.
I'll tell you the minute we're on the road successfully, dude.
All right. Until then, we'll be here waiting on you.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, Doug.
All right. Have a good one.
Later on.
See you, Doug.
Bye.
He's so great.
Oh, my God.
He's
Can you imagine hanging out with that whole crew right now?
Doug's
Well,
always
you
a
know,
good time.
their family, their friends, it's just such a great group of people. I hope we can make it.
Well,
I really
and this
do.
is the thing too. Like, if you guys don't know, we were making plans this year because obviously we're engineering the Cannonball Chronicles show every week with Jason Sims and Rob Nussbaum, and we're really getting caught up in the whole Cannonball thing. And we were so excited because this year we were going to finally get to go, and really be part of this thing. And man, like the parking lots are what I was looking forward to the most, because they talk
well,
about
and it
these,
sounds like they got
conversations
that
and-
there.
and the everybody working on bikes and everybody, like the activity that goes on in the parking lots is the biggest thing I wanted to be part of. And here it is, the first night on Musketball, and they're all in the garage getting after it. Like, it's making me so damn jealous.
Right.
So anyway, let's move on with the show because we're
We
kind
can
of
be
doing
there
it
in
backwards.
14 hours.
Yeah, and we will be. Did you see that bike? Do you see that bike?
I know, and it's
I was
got
like-
your name on it. Like, legit.
All right, man. Hey, listen, this is Chris with Cycle Source Magazine. I want to thank you guys for watching Shop Talk with us tonight. We're just about at the halfway point of the show. Coming to you live like we do every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time-ish, through the courtesy of the Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. We do every week 90 to 120 minutes of all the bullshit we can fit. A little entertainment, some guests. We start the whole thing off typically with a program we call the news. First up in the news tonight, Harley-Davidson Livewire motorcycle sets new world record at EV Racing Exhibition. Don't either of you bastards laugh until I get the whole way through this.
Too late.
A Harley-Davidson Livewire motorcycle set all new records for elapsed time and top speed by an electric-powered production motorcycle on a drag racing course on September 4th. Harley-Davidson, Screaming Eagle, Vance and Hines rider, three-time Pro Stock motorcycle champion Angel Sampi stepped off her Harley-Davidson FXDR Pro Stock competition motorcycle to pilot the Livewire bike to capture world record-breaking runs on the quarter and eighth mile, covering the eighth mile distance in 7.017 seconds and full quarter mile course in just 11.156 seconds at 110.35 miles per hour. the 2020 Livewire motorcycle's top speed is limited to 110 miles an hour.
Can we laugh now?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Why would you put that in a press release?
I don't
Why
know.
would you? Seriously, wait a minute. Before we say anything else ridiculous, why would you put that? The fact that it captured these records.
0.3 mile an hour over the record, you mean?
Yeah, 0.35. I don't know.
I can't tell you, though, there was a kid in Sturgis that we were doing some filming while we were shooting for the 80th, and he rode the thing from Florida and then raced it, and boy,
he did.
Them things are quick. I mean, they're all power.
He was on the track at
Yeah.
the legendary Sturgis Dragway with that thing.
Yep, and he raced the shit out of that thing. He wasn't playing any games. So they do. It's a cool bike. You're not getting anything more out of it. Maybe hook another battery up to it or something. I don't know. What do you do to make them faster? I don't know. Strip them down.
I can't believe you're like a buzzkill tonight.
Well,
I was
buzzkill.
I was lining my joke up, and you went all serious about how good it did at Sturgis Dragway.
Just the kid rode
Christopher,
it there.
do
and-
not repeat that joke.
Come on.
No.
Well, you still can, because I
No.
had said, what can you do to make it go faster? And then
Christopher,
you could have said,
exercise your
demons, exercise your inner demon, Christopher.
I just want somebody
Chew
to just
and then let it slide down your throat.
more volts. Yeah. See, take it. Listen. I'll just
Do it.
put the parts of the joke out there. You
Do
guys
it.
can assemble it. This is a some assembly required joke. And
Quitters
it has
never
to do with putting a giant electric motor between your legs. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all I'm saying.
And we're going to move on.
Next.
Are you happy, Heather?
Heather who?
Next up in the news. This coming in from motorcycle.com. 2020 Daytona 200 canceled. I'm getting tired of announcing events that are canceled this year. 2020 Daytona 200 presented by Moto at Daytona International Speedway canceled. I also have a good joke there, but we're going to get in. Okay. The 79th Daytona 200 presented by Moto, America's most historic motorcycle road race, held at the iconic Daytona International Speedway, has officially been canceled for 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We lost another one to this son of a bitchin' virus.
So that should move us right into the next thing, Daytona Beach Biketoberfest.
Yeah, and I've been practicing for this one, so get out of my way. Epidemiologist. I'm going to say that again. Epidemiologist. Daytona
So just so y'all
Biketoberfest
know,
is...
he had to practice saying that
Yeah,
word
like all day.
12 times.
Epidemiologist. Daytona Biketoberfest is recipe for disaster during pandemic. While Daytona Beach City Commissioners did their best to pull the plug on Biketoberfest, there will still be plenty of bikers thundering around town next month. The two-wheeled visitors aren't going to be greeted by the blaring bands, scantily clad beer tub girls, outdoor vendors, and elbow-to-elbow crowds usually jammed into Main Street's parking lots and sidewalks during this year's Biketoberfest. Then why the hell are they going to come at all? You know?
Right. Stay home.
Listen, here's the truth about this. Daytona would love nothing better, a good portion of the local constabulary.
Constabulary?
Yeah, how you like that shit there? Wow. I didn't just practice epidemiologist tonight.
It's the small words you're having trouble with.
But seriously, they've been trying to kill the fall event from Bike Week for years and years, and who could blame people not wanting to come if they took everything out of Bike Week that makes it Bike Week. And to credit to Ormond Beach is still keeping everything going, all their outside events and everything else, but this is a giant stain on this whole thing, man. And here's the deal about it. Like we said about Sturgis over and over again, people can be safe, they can be responsible, they can figure this stuff out for themselves, but tell me what the difference is between the amount of people, because in case you've never been to Biketoberfest, it is nothing like Bike Week.
Not at all.
I bet you if you said 20% of the crowd that goes to Bike Week actually ends up in Biketoberfest to begin with, tell me what the difference is between that and the other, and I won't even title them, but the other very many large gatherings that are happening on a weekly basis around this country right now. because they're happening everywhere. And you can't tell me the kind of press that motorcycle events are getting and taking the bullshit that's been put out about Sturgis. Like,
The
man,
lies,
just
just the blatant lies.
either do it to everyone or shut
or
the hell
don't
up.
do it at all. Right.
Oh,
Are you done yet?
I guess.
Yeah. Are you done on your little?
Political rant.
Hey,
Little-
double bubble. Look,
little
she's
soapbox.
hitchhiking.
Dave's not here, man.
No, I'm Dave, man. All right, on to the next news. I'm going to let you do this one, Blondie. Go ahead and go.
Harley Davidson relaunches the Enthusiast magazine. So basically, Harley Davidson had a magazine, print and digital, from 1916 to 2008. They redesigned it. They're going to relaunch it. It's going to, take the place of Hog magazine. It will be a quarterly publication, printing worldwide about 650,000 copies. I believe it will be a free publication that they will send out to its members, and you'll be able to pick them up at any of your local Harley dealers. But if you want more information, you can visit harleydavidson.com.
I can
That's
see
about all I
that,
have to say on that.
all that staff changing at headquarters is making a big difference here, right?
You know,
They
I'm
could've- Well,
not sure.
Part of the reason he is doing it, I will say, is because he's trying to bring it back to its roots.
And I've heard that
for-
from a lot of people in the company, and that's actually good because they're looking at the core demographic again for direction and where the company's going, and that's awesome. The only thing I can hope, and I couldn't see in here anywhere, does it say who's going to head this publication up? Because this was Matt King's baby for like a good long time, right? And he was killing it with this.
Yeah,
So I kinda hope-
I don't see who that is. the contact right now is Paul James, but I don't see who is leading
Paul,
that charge.
I mean, Paul's another one. Paul's an absolute lifer for motorcycling and stuff. So if he's heading this up, he's gonna put a great piece together. So we're really happy about that for them.
And for me, I guess on the cycle source portion of this just reinforces the fact that print is not dead. I mean, I know that, and Chris knows that, obviously, because we continue to push on with Cycle Source magazine. But this just reinforces that, and hopefully that will help reinvigorate that as well.
And we're stubborn
Yeah, well,
and stupid.
it's
Yeah.
besides the point. Has nothing to do with this conversation.
That's what's up.
You don't have to hit me in the head 9 times.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, 7, not 9.
All right, moving on. Next piece in the news, and this is something that I think should be. This is a piece that we should all get behind, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait a minute, Chris Summer Simmons trivia. So we'll put this out for official trivia. Whoever gets this gets a free subscription to Cycle Source magazine. Trivia: who wrote the first article in The Enthusiast in 1916?
I have trouble remembering what I did yesterday.
Cocaine. Oh boy.
Cocaine.
Yeah, maybe they'll let us pay like $25 issue, like the clowns who turned Easy Riders into a Fruit Loop publication. Oh, I love you guys, man. All right, while you guys look up the answer, I know you're all Googling to find out who did that so you can get your prize. Let's move on to the next piece of news. This is coming in from the Black Hills Pioneer. Sturgis resident wants city to save historic flat track. Now, last year we talked about Brittany Olson was actually heading up a little initiative to try to do the same thing, but the Sturgis half-mile flat track stands on the cutting room right now, waiting to see if they're going to move it to housing. Right, Heather? Is the deal with it?
Yes.
Sturgis
Yes.
half-mile flat track is the city's most valuable property and the most underused treasure, Sturgis resident Jerry Peterson told the city council Tuesday. The racetrack's situated on the Sturgis Fairgrounds property is akin to sacred ground for some people who see it as the birthplace of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. The half-mile racetrack is used frequently, and the rodeo grounds at the Sturgis Fairgrounds on Ballpark Road is being moved to a new site near Sturgis Brown High School. Now the city finds itself in need of buildable lots for housing, which will bring more people to the community and expand the city's tax base. One of those areas being tapped for housing developments is the 22 acres of the Sturgis Fairground. That could mean the loss of the historic half-mile track. Peterson told the council that racing on the half-mile dirt track dates back more than 100 years. First it was harness racing, then horsepower of another sort, automobiles, kept the track busy. So the whole thing behind this is, in any other walk of life, this 100-year-old facility would immediately be deemed a historic landmark, and there's no way that they would let a town demo it for housing.
And yet, bringing an event, a piece of property that brings an event that helps pay for that community every year, just doesn't make sense for them to even think about taking that apart. With all the other property out there, that's what they want to tear down and put housing on? Just doesn't make sense.
Wait a minute, what'd I miss? Jonathan LeBanc thanks old timers?
Old timer?
What's going on?
I don't know, man. Old timer rolls on?
I don't know. I'll take it.
Me too.
Christ, I'm glad I'm still here. What am I going to say? What do I know?
What do I know? But what do I know?
Anyway, man, listen, seriously, someone needs to get behind this. Someone needs to put a movement together for this, because it really is a foundation in the history of motorcycling and motorsports in general, and for that area. So I really hope to see something, come out of this. And if it takes us all getting behind Jerry, if someone knows Jerry, or Jerry, you're watching this, let us know how we can get involved.
I just hope it gets the time that it deserves. I mean, give it the moment, look back. I mean, in all reality, that's what started bringing all these people out there in the first place. So,
Amen.
I mean, to throw that away, to take that piece of history out of that town.
It's shitty.
Yeah,
It's
a horrible thing.
Randy White.
And I think if they keep it, and people, like us, make an effort, and Brittany and some others, even if we could do one event a day out there.
Yep.
And show the community that it's a valued piece of property.
I'd like to know what the income, I mean, obviously it pays tax, and then it has a rise during the Sturgis rally, what the actual tax profit and everything like that is for that piece of property, and deem it, at least profitable. I could see if it was losing money, you have a complaint there, but yet still it's a historical ground. So.
Well, and you would figure with a lot of the stuff that goes on with the work they're trying to do with the Sturgis Museum all the time, that somehow that would turning that thing into a national historic landmark, or however that comes down, it would be eligible for grant money and other stuff too that would offset whatever that profit.
The government pays its tax, it gets grant money.
Yep.
That do bring it back to some of the historical look that it originally had. I mean, there has to be some benefit from it.
Yeah, Brittany is working towards becoming a pilot. She's actually this generation's Amelia Earhart. It's crazy. So moving on to the news, because we have a few pieces left. We don't want to leave you guys hang tonight. This coming in from Cycle News. We've been talking about, Laguna Seca this year was going to be super, super exciting, because not only, was everybody at Drag putting together the King of the Baggers event, which is going to be baggers racing on this most historic racetrack. I know.
I would love to go see that.
But also they were putting hill climbs together, and this was going to be just off the hook. Well, we found out today that Laguna Seca round to be a closed event. What does that mean? No fans.
Boo.
So
Can you make your boo sound for me?
So
there you go.
Due to the ongoing COVID-19 restrictions in the state of California, the uncertainty of conducting events with public attending, Moto America and WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca officials announced today that the entire Laguna Seca recreation area will be closed to visitors during the Geico Motor America Superbike Speed Festival at Monterey, October 23rd through the 25th. Limited access to pre-sold camping areas within the Laguna Seca recreation area will be available. Access to the paddock, however, will regrettably be restricted to race teams, officials, support personnel to ensure a safe and healthy environment. General admission to the park will be closed to the public October 23rd through the 25th due to the race and state health mandate. On-track activity will include the full Moto America Superbike Series racing schedule, including Drag Specialties King of the Baggers, alongside the Heritage Cup featuring CSRA Vintage Superbikes. Unfortunately, the Speedfest Hill Climb Classic Cycle Motorcycle Show, presented by Shark Squad Motorcycle Attorneys, and the Motorcycle Swap Meet will be postponed to 2021. That's a drag, man.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's a shame for them to be running those baggers and all that racing.
Well,
but
that's cool. The bagger thing's still going
Yeah.
on.
But not be able to go see it. I'm
But
saying.
this was kind of the year because, for me, like the superbike, the international level superbike stuff that happens at Laguna Seca is kind of always like otherworldly.
Yep.
And this was the first time that like this thing was
Bringing it down to
bringing
the
all
ground.
these different elements together, and it was gonna be
It was going to be a killer weekend.
Oh, yeah.
No, you've ridden on that track, haven't you, Chris?
Tested, yeah, we've tested bikes there, and actually at at their drag race track too. I rode the Harley Davidson V-Rod Muscle first came
I
out.
remember that.
I don't know. I hope all the stuff that's postponed to 2021. 2021 is lining up to be amazing at this point.
2020 can kiss my ass.
That's right. Hurry up. Get the hell
Right?
out of
I'm
here.
telling you that right now.
I can't say the new adjective for 2020 on the air, but it's very
Yes,
appropriate.
you can.
Oh
I
my God.
can't.
Let's cover
You could
this.
say it for me.
No.
This is
You need to do it.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Now you're on the spot.
You can do it.
No. Nope.
You're doing that because your mother's watching, right?
Judy, plug your ears for a second.
Judy, headphones.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
I'll put it in the comments. How's
Okay,
that?
there you go. Put it in the comments. So, some other
And I'll
sad news.
use it in a sentence.
Yeah.
Damn it! Look, I'm running this piece.
Hell.
Some other sad news that we have to pass along, though, and this is another thing that just puts a blight on 2020 as a whole. It's our sad privilege to pass on the information that Carl Morrow, owner, operator, headman in charge of Carl's Speed Shop, has passed away. We got this through our social media feed, and for the many, many things that Carl was known for, his accomplishments in motorcycling, the drag strip, Bonneville Salt Flats, his incredible parts, his shop in Daytona, and the hospitality that gave the whole motorcycle community. We're very, very sad. Send out our prayers and heartfelt condolences to his family and everyone that knew him. Yeah, there you go.
That's a sad one there.
Yes, sir. Also in our social media feed, and I brought this picture on not because it's a picture of me, so before you guys think I'm just being egomaniacal.
Well.
Another big word. I'm getting them all in today, boy. But this picture, I forgot that Steve Kelly took this picture.
I don't
And
know what you're complaining about. You weren't sleeping under the trailer. You finally moved up to the top, and we
I
built
know.
a table so you could sleep on it. You're still bitching.
But listen, there's like 100 comments here. I want to pull up the one where Mitch Bodine reminded
Oh,
me
yeah.
that this was after you bastard shot me in the
Real
leg
nice, Mitch.
with a potato gun.
You'll pay for
That's-
this, Mitch.
I was sleeping on top of that table because I was at the
All right,
emergency
hold
room
on.
till 4 a.m.
Let's
because you
clarify.
bastard shot me.
Let's clarify, you little girl. What happened? Somebody set the gun. Well, I won't say somebody. I threw the gun down because I was mad before somebody got hurt, and luckily it went off and hit Chris in the leg.
Okay,
So-
let's examine the facts here.
Let's-
So
are we going all
this was days of
Law and Order?
this was dun, dun,
Dun, dun.
So this wait, dum dum. So this was days of Limp Nicky lot, right?
Hey, you're lucky you got shot just in the leg.
We were all drinking a lot.
No,
Heather was running the spoke at the time
and yelling at us a lot.
a lot.
A lot.
And the sponsor had a 40-foot tall cowboy at the front of the broken spoke, and we shot him with the potato
We'll
gun.
never hear the end.
Was
of
that also the night that we shot
my
Beaner
God.
in the chest protector
Yes.
from 2 feet
Yes.
away?
Yes.
Knocked Beaner clean off his feet.
Hey, we julienne some potatoes on the chest protector. That was
Shot
pretty
the
cool.
cowboy. The cowboy falls. The guy comes over, freaks out on us. We win him over, And then as he's leaving, these idiots shoot his Escalade as he's leaving.
It was in the way.
And you want me to make people believe
Hey, the worst
that
part
you were
about it-
setting the gun down.
No, I didn't say setting. I threw it down. Like I said before, somebody got killed. I ripped it out of Pat's hand and threw it on the ground, and it went off and perfectly. I couldn't have timed that better though. It perfectly shot you in the leg. And I don't know what you're complaining about. I'm the one that woke up in the airport parking lot the next morning and still had no clue how the hell I got there. So,
And just so you know,
thanks,
all you
Jeff.
people, they were grown men in their 30s when they did this.
What? So
They
that makes
were
everybody
not
out there jealous.
teenagers.
Hey, and I'm like I said it before during all this posting and all that stuff. If you didn't get the time to come see the Limp Nicky lot or be a
you
part of
missed
that,
out.
Yeah.
you do not
Boy.
know what you missed. Jay Allen always said it was like watching the circus come to town. People used to come watch us unload the trailer just to see what kind of crazy would bring with us. It was so well worth it, and
Yeah.
I really believe that somewhere along the line we should get together and do a Limp Nicky reunion tour
No,
and
that's
just
a
wreck
bad
this
idea.
bitch. Bottom line.
So I want to say a special
So,
thank
just
you to
for the
Steve
record,
Kelly.
Wait a minute.
Just let me say this for Steve. Some of my best memories of my entire 25 years of doing this horse shit have been captured through Steve Kelly's lens. I actually have one of his prints up in our house, and the funny thing about that is I'm standing there doing something with Bill Dodge.
Yeah.
So like the
Right.
memories that you've helped us capture over the years, Steve, like we can't thank you enough for that.
Well, Bill was another big part. I mean, between Lead
Oh, my
Sled
God.
and Cycle Source, Bling Cycles. At that point, Sucker Punch Sally. Which remember, we have to blame Jeff Cochran for a lot of stuff too, because he made us do some of the stuff
Dude.
that we did. It was his fault.
Remember the night that Jeff and Donnie, when they first
dog
got
house.
the deal with Sucker Punch Sally, and they had a corporate credit card for the first time,
boy.
and took the entire Limp Nicky lot drinking.
We lit that credit card on fire that night. Jeff still complains about what that cost.
They,
So I have 2 children, and I never said the words to them, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed," as much as I
I
did
heard
to
that
you.
like 5 times a week from you in Sturgis. I remember one day you reprimanded me, and I like put my head down and walked away, and then I think I did whatever we did wrong. As a matter of fact, I think that night Big Ben drove the tractor trailer through the bar that night after you told us how
Yeah.
disappointed. Oh, and then we lit the parking lot on fire.
I was just telling
no,
somebody
I
that
think that
story.
was 2 separate occasions.
Was it? I could have swore it was the
I
same.
think so.
It was the same
no, I
night
think
or the
that
same
was
week.
2 separate occasions.
I was
Same-
just telling
same
somebody
week.
that story. I said, it was like, and it was a friend of mine who was asking me why I don't drink anymore, and I had said to him, I said, like, eventually Heather got around to saying to me, Chris, sooner or later you're gonna have to start treating this like a business, and I examined the facts of, like that night in particular that you're talking about with the tractor trailer. Kiwi Mike had gone out of the way of bringing the people from James Gaskets to meet me at the Broken
You should
Spoke.
not be proud of this story.
We-
Oh, this
You
is a
really
great
shouldn't.
story.
We sat down and I give them my best spiel about Cycle Source magazine and integrated multimedia and all this stuff, and I can hear the truck start up in the background, and it's almost like the movie Funny Farm when Chevy Chase hears the mail truck coming. So I can hear the truck start up, and I hear it as it's coming around the parking lot. It's coming up to the bar, and I literally looked at the people from James Gasket, and I said, "Listen, I really appreciate you guys coming out here. It means the world to me, but I have to go.
I got to go.
I have to go do something." And I hop in the passenger seat of that truck, and we wrecked that joint, dude. Wrecked the truck inside the Broken Spoke with 30 people hanging on it. And then I wondered why, people wouldn't advertise with the magazine back then.
Because they didn't know
Thankfully,
how to have,
that
they
was a
didn't know how to have
very long
fun.
time ago.
Dude, I'll tell you though, in all kidding aside, probably some of the best times of my life. Those people, Jeremy,
Oh, my
Jeremy
God.
Johnson,
Mutton chops.
dude, I've been back and forth. Just love him to death. Mitch and Tom, Brian from Black Sunshine,
So good.
Ferguson. That's all I have to say. Ferguson sums it all up right there. Just we had so much fun. We truly did. And there's something that I think me and Bill Dodge during his interview for the 80th in a day with Jack Shit, we had said nobody did Sturgis like we did it, and it'll never happen like that ever again. Hands down, it'll never happen like that again. So,
Walter Coro, James Gasket, no comment. We went to dinner. Thanks for nothing. Hey,
you should have stuck around. We had a blast that night.
I've enjoyed your product for years and years, regardless.
Yeah, right.
So, anyway, man, you guys hear us keep mentioning the Sturgis Live 80 Years in a Day thing. If you don't know what that is, we have had the very distinct honor and privilege, after 20 plus years of going to Sturgis, we finally got to go and do the story the right way. You know, after
what fun it was.
Oh my God,
a lot of work, but man, when it was all over, the feeling that you got of accomplishment. I mean, Chris and Pat Jansen really went out of their way and just did an amazing job. If you haven't seen it, put it on your list. It's something definitely you need to spend the time, sit down and watch it. It's super interesting.
So if you get a chance, we've actually made it easier now. When it first came out, we did an exclusive deal with Fight TV that it was for single viewing purpose only for $14.99. We've since moved it on to Vimeo. If you go to Vimeo and just look it up, Sturgis Live 80 Years in a Day, you can either rent or buy it. And, you know, you get to see about 3 hours worth of real history, the real Sturgis story. So we're going to play a real quick trailer on that just so you guys see what we're talking about. Because the last thing I want anyone to know from this or think of this is that we went out there and, you know, just ran around and did live footage of the party. We literally sat down, storyboarded this thing out, told the history of the region, of the, you know, westward expansion, the enduring pioneer spirit. And
jeepers.
Prairie Dogs.
Prairie Dogs.
Yeah.
And did some killer interviews and stuff too. So if you get a chance, go check it out, man. We'd love to know what you think about it. We've been getting some great reviews back, and it's been our extreme pleasure. David Crum, I don't know how to do that. You know, we're making a video right now because you can actually watch Vimeo through your television if you have Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, or Roku. It's a relatively painless process, and
it's doable. If my mom can do it, anybody can do it. And I say that because my mom isn't necessarily technologically
That'd be nice.
advanced.
Your mom's got it going on.
Judy?
Who are you kidding?
That
Judy,
was her.
she's being so mean to you right now.
that was
Judy.
her, Judy.
Okay, how many people have their mother call them from 600 miles away and say, "Can you fix my phone?"
Wait,
do you know what it's like trying to FaceTime three 70-year-old women and tell them how to fix their phone?
Don't be a
It's
hater.
not fun. I love you, Mom, but not an easy task.
We'll scold her after this is over, Judy. Don't you worry.
All right, man. Well, listen, we're gonna pull this one back into the station. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys. Hopefully, there's nothing standing in our way of doing this again with you next week. So put it on your calendar. Every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish, we go live with another episode of Shop Talk. Thanks to the people over at Dennis Kirk for supporting us and letting us in the back door of the studio to make this happen. And until next week, when we can get another 90 to 120 minutes of this shit scooped together and come back, same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Bye, Felicia.